Canada is experiencing a baby bust like nothing we've seen before. Amid all the worrying statistics, new research offers a fresh insight into why the birth rate is falling, and it points to housing affordability as a key piece of the puzzle. Economist Ben Couillard aptly titled his job market paper, Build Baby Build: How Housing Shapes Fertility. Using detailed models of housing and family choices, Couillard examined how the cost and availability of housing affect decisions about having children. His findings are striking. High housing costs have significantly discouraged family growth. Larger families, as it turns out, are much more sensitive to housing prices. They need bigger homes, more bedrooms, maybe a backyard, more income, more mouths to feed. So when housing becomes very expensive, people tend to delay or forego having additional kids. Couillard's model, calibrated with US data, but with clear relevance for Canada's costly cities, indicates that rising housing costs since 1990 had led to 11% fewer children overall. In fact, he attributes about half of the total fertility rate decline between the 2000s and 2010s to the surge in housing prices. In other words, young people are getting priced out of wanting to have families. In practical terms, this means a big part of the fertility slump can be explained by young couples being priced out of the homes that they'd have or they'd want if they had kids or had more kids. When rent and mortgages eat up income, people postpone having children or decide to have fewer. It's not just the direct cost of an extra bedroom. Expensive housing often goes hand in hand with higher living costs in general and economic uncertainty, which makes starting or expanding a family more daunting. Couillard's research offers a hopeful implication. Making housing more family friendly and affordable could help stem the birth rate decline that we're seeing in the Western world. And across much of the world, you even have countries like China and India who have recently fallen below the replacement rate.